Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to go about the new moon in Pisces. Thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. I hope your new moon in Pisces is going well. I hope you are planting good seeds and I hope you are not lost in any delusion or nightmare, okay? I hope you are getting things real. I hope you are quote unquote wishing or working towards real things, real objectives, and real relationships, because the new moon in Pisces, especially this new moon, because it was very, very early, will demark the start or the fundamental basis of our Pisces season. So remember that Venus is exalted in Pisces, so it's all about love, but too much love, or in too many places, in too many times, for too much a longer period of time. And Pisces is up there in the top 3 of signs that easiest or most easily forget or sell or sacrifice their own individuality, their own preferences, beliefs, and needs sometimes to cater, compromise, or feel attached to somebody else's way of feeling a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you are not going towards that. Make sure you are holding your ground. Make sure you are open though to communication, but make sure that you are like not super invested in transforming internally and externally into what others want. Make sure that you are transforming into what you need. You know what I'm saying? And that will make sure that you're gonna be yourself all the time throughout this Pisces season, because the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. Do not ever forget that. You know what I'm saying? And the new moon in Pisces is almost over. That's why the title is How Was It? Because the tarot reading we're about to do, it will be more reflective. It will be more we looking at ourselves, our own space, our mind, our feelings, and we reflecting, we knowing how we felt, right? Because we ourselves, right? And then we look at the general, more environmental surroundings space. So how was you, a smaller space, basically inside of a bigger space? You know, because you might, spiritually speaking, you might always have a coat on, a big ass coat, super warm and comfy coat, but that might work when you are in cold spaces, but when you go to mild and hot spaces, that doesn't work. So you gotta learn when and how to take your coat when it's needed. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if you were wearing the right coat, if you were naked, if you have sunglasses, and we're gonna know if it was sunny, was it snowing, was it a sandstorm around this time, which is still now. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you live to the west of me. I live in Europe, so if you live in America or South America, the new moon is still got more time to go for you to experience it. You know what I'm saying? Remember to type !Discord on the chat so you can reach my Discord server, and remember to go in the description down below to book a reading with me, to know more about it on my IG, and to check my beautiful partner's LinkTree and my own LinkTree as well, so you can know more about our content. And shout out to my SoulGroup and to everybody else changing the world right now. Let's go. And it is very, very important to make sure that you are being real, okay? I think Pisces season is the most important, or it is the season, it is the events, it is the shade of light, the frequency and vibration, the environment that ask us the most to be real. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you are being real, make sure you have real relationships, make sure you have real goals, and make sure that everything is aligned with you and your dreams and your feelings, because it will be easy to confuse your dreams with others' dreams. It will be easy to confuse your emotions with somebody else's emotions, and fear, paranoia, paran- paranoia, self-sabotaging energies, just doubt in general is easier to appear. I'm not saying it will appear for you and you can do nothing about it. No, it is easier for it to appear. So if you are already real, when that doubt appears, you're gonna be like, nah, there is no way. Or when that fear appear, you're gonna be like, nah, I got this covered. Or that is not real. I know that because we in Pisces season and whatnot, and you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? But regarding the new moon in Pisces, we are creating, or because it's water, every time it's water and earth, it's not necessarily something new out of nowhere. Sometimes, especially with water and earth, is like you were building something, or you were creating something, and now you are aware of it, or you are aware of deeper parts of whatever you were already doing or traveling in as a spirit. So with the new moon in Pisces, we're going to be creating or discovering or being aware of new emotions and new feelings, but also new dreams, new illusions, new imaginations, new fears, new paranoias, new extreme love, new abilities to not be real, to not be connected in a sufficient and efficient way, but also new creativity, new spiritual purposes, new spiritual, like, I don't want to say spiritual science because that's more like Aquarius and Aries, but Pisces, they get aware of it first, but they just don't know, or they got that thing confused in the middle of all other things going around. So also new moon in Pisces, new abilities to connect, and sometimes more than what you want to, okay, connect with others' emotions. And most times, if you're not a strong spirit as in maintaining your space, during Pisces season and during the Pisces new moon, you will manifest, you will feed. Pisces is a lot about the manifestation of Pisces happens a lot by feeding. Like Aquarius needs to be fixed on something, Aries needs to express something. Pisces is basically allows something. That's how you manifest, right? Mostly or easierly. Yeah, that's how you manifest easier. Pisces is by you allowing something to happen, right? Or you allow a feeling to be there, you allow a dream to be there. You know what I'm saying? So you might not manifest seeds and then plant those seeds, right? Of you allowing people to overthrow you or just give you all their feelings, all their emotions, and then it's time for you to share and connect and get a bit lost in that love. No, they don't want it. They're not open right now. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you are not doing that as well. Let's go for some tarot cards of today. Let's go, let's move it. So today is Mars Day in Gemini, squaring this new moon in Pisces, right? Learning how to be passionate and motivated about our new dreams and new. And then the moon is in Pisces and the sun is in Pisces. The sun is still in the cusp, 2 degrees Pisces. You good, we good. Yeah, the internet missed for a little bit, but now we back. Oh, let's go. Okay. All right. The card for today is, if you guys can see it because of the light, I'll put it on the screen, is the Queen of Pentacles. What does that mean? That we are, or there is that opportunity, there is that space for you to receive great physical and structural support. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you are open, make sure you are not too open, because this is the Queen of Pentacles, so it's more real, it's more specific, and it gotta serve a real purpose. So you might confuse this with emotional, all right? You might confuse this great physical and structural support with mental, emotional, and spiritual support, and the way to know if it is or it's not that is that great support serving a real purpose, a real stability? That I have to say, these many earth signs, especially the lower octave, they forget expansion, they forget growth, because they do it in a different way. They do it in a more steady, quote unquote slower way, in a more efficient and stable way. That's not the sustainable way, like growth, but step by step. So make sure that this you are using, or a way to identify this great support is if it's also something that is contributing or allowing you to be safe and stable, and you can expand with it in a stable and safe way, but always going for that expansion. So if it is something sporadic, if it is just a feeling or just an idea, it might not be that. You might confuse it with that, but it is not that. If it is like a business proposition, if it is a business idea with somebody that you already kind of feel it will be good or easier or more harmonic to get in business with, that will lead to expansion, that's it. That's the great support. You know what I'm saying? So, real quick, let's make a new moon in Pisces astro reading, so we know what everything is aligning, how our new seeds will be growing, how much light will they be taking, how much water, how is the ground, how is the environment, is there animals around, is there birds around, is there people around our seeds? Let's see. So the new moon in Pisces is squaring Mars in Gemini. We already talked about that, but new moon in Pisces squaring Mars in Gemini, learning how to process, communicate, think, and be passionate about these new emotions, feelings, dreams, and illusions in a more intellectual, cold, and rational way, especially when you are communicating, especially when you are thinking, especially when you are sharing ideas about your feelings, about your dreams. So you shouldn't be directly communicating your feelings and emotions. You shouldn't be directly communicating your dreams and illusions. You shouldn't be directly connecting your paranoia or self-doubt or those feelings. You should be sharing ideas, subjects that relate to that. Or like, I think people, like, imagine you feeling a certain way, you don't be straight up to, because it depends. If it is somebody close, you have to share it. But if it's not somebody close, you don't have to share it. So if it's not somebody close, but you still gotta learn how to use that Mars in Gemini, that communication, to help you out with your own waters, you don't need to, you can expose the situation without expose yourself. So you can expose, be like, oh, I was reading, or I was watching this video where people mentioned this. And usually people feel that way because of that, but you think about it, because I think that is in that way, and then you try to come to a conclusion about your feeling. So you express your feeling, but not directly, in order to use that Mars in Gemini, that passionate or creative communication, to clear up or to smarten up yourself, so you can deal with that feeling and emotion, or you can use it for something real. Because Pisces is not all about getting lost. It is a lot, but then the key or the master Pisces, they be like, yeah, I'm getting lost. That means that once I know where I'm at, once I can pinpoint that esoteric location, I can bring that down to reality. I can't wait to get lost again. The fake Pisces They'd be like, oh no, I'm lost. Or they'd be like forcing a real situation, forcing to look like they organized. You ain't a Virgo, you ain't a Capricorn, shut your ass up. I've seen some Pisces judging others' physical situations. And I'm like, bro, that's not your role. That's not, whatever you're doing, you're not doing yourself. What the heck? If you were criticizing my spirituality, if you were saying I'm not kind enough, if you were saying I'm not emotionally intelligent enough, if you were saying that I'm not creative enough, okay, I would listen to you. But you a goddamn Pisces judging my situation. Have you looking at your situation? Ah, come on. But that also was some time ago. So shifts come and go, and people shift as well. But that was a lower octave Pisces that I saw. So maybe they didn't shift because people remain lower octave of their signs because they don't go through the shifts. Because if you are like just aware of yourself, and if you are like connected and you feel the decans and degrees of your days, if you're really present in your activities, there is no way but to go with that shift. There is no way but because if you don't do it, you feel like you're doing something wrong with yourself, not like, oh, I did something, an activity, I did a task wrong. No, I did myself wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, you're spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, I did that thing, but how I went through it, I could be upgraded. I could be more light. I don't need to feel so much, or I don't need to think so much, or I don't need to get such a heavy mind state, or I don't need to agree with that fear. You know what I'm saying? And when you notice yourself, oh, last month I was in fear. Right now, I'm still in fear, but it's way lighter. Okay, that's you going with the shift because everything is in transition, okay? But when you start to shift, there is no way back because you know that you shifting it's the solution. You shifting is always the solution for your problems because your problems came from you shifting, you not shifting, or you misunderstanding the situation, and what you think is a problem is actually heaven. Because most people associate problems with not having something or having to pay something. But in some cases, if you have to pay all these bills, it's because you are using all those services. So that's good. And if you now don't have a desire, right? It's because you deserve that. It's because perhaps you need that. You need to be aware of that desire for a little bit. So that problem came from you shifting, but you didn't your spirit did, but your perception did not. So you are in a new space with an old mentality. You are in a new car with like a brand new car, and it's a 90-year-old 90-year-old man driving it. It would go far. Next corner it crash. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle it because you gotta shift as well. Then new moon in Pisces was conjuncting Venus, but Venus is in the cusp between Aries and Pisces. So Venus on one side, when it's like, when I'm doing readings and you have a cusp alignment, I do not break it down like this. But when it's an alignment, I like to do it like this. I like to one side and then the other side, because that helps with the transition. Because when you have a cusp, you are the transition. You are not going through, you know what I'm saying? Like you go through the transition because you are the transition, but not everybody has that cusp element of Venus in Pisces / Aries. So by you having sun in this and sun in that, you will see one side in one way and you'll see the other side in the other way. So I like to break it down like that. So new moon in Pisces was conjuncting in one side in a more internal And the emotional side, it was conjuncting Venus in Pisces. So you were creating new ways to go about your relationships. You were creating new delusions in your relationships. You were creating new dreams, new creativity, and new connections and new exaltations in your relationships. On the other side, you're creating new ways to feel more connected to your expression or to somebody else that is being themselves, expressing themselves, and they be like, bro, you gotta express yourself more to you. Or they be in a situation you are with them, or you heard about them, be in a situation where people around that person, they're like, oh, you being yourself, and that person was like, that's what you're supposed to do. And now you're gonna be more in love, or you're gonna be more attracted with those situations, but that person might not be for you. That person might just be an example for you, but because new moon in Pisces, you might create an awareness where you think or feel that you should get closer and more connected with that person. No, especially because it's an Aries, it's a distant star, it's the first light. You shouldn't be connecting with that. You should be, oh, that's possible. Let me go and do it myself. You know what I'm saying? So, new moon in Pisces was also fatal attracting Jupiter. No, wait, where is Mercury? Mercury is in Aquarius. Mercury, why is you trying to hide over there? Mercury was like, don't talk about me, bro, we cool. No. New moon in Pisces, okay, creating new emotions and feelings, create new ways to communicate, connect, and be open, okay, to yours and others. That's why Mercury in Aquarius is exalted. Mercury and yours Mercury as well, and my Mercury, I have Mercury in Aquarius. We don't like to be reminded that, hey, you gotta be open to hear others as well. You gotta be open to hear others' unique mentalities. But Aquariuses out there, even if you have Aquarius Sun, this goes for you as well. It's not entirely your fault. It's your fault if you set up shop in that space. It's not even your fault. It's your responsibility if you linger in that space for too long. But the space is growing up, right? You kinda learn how to not trust others. You kinda learn how to not listen to others, because every time you do, you get rocked to sleep. Because Aquariuses cannot get away with the things that others get away with, because others that are not specially fixed signs, or are not Aries, or sometimes Pisces, they are supposed to be more lower and animalistic and carnivore, as in their experiences need to be more juicy and full of drama and chaos. But if you choose to have an Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Uranus or Saturn, that's not for you. So it's like a protection method that you gotta develop as an Aquarius, which is not listen to others, but it is on your own self-benefit, and it is on your own self-interest to be smart enough, Aquarius, to realize that, hey, I gotta be open though, because sometimes others be dropping gems that they don't even know it's a gem. But you, being a higher, as in further away from emotions and feelings spirit, you can see, oh, that person, for them it's lostness, but for me it's a gem. Because they don't see that gem as a gem. They see that gem as dirt. Or they see that gem as a problem. Or they see that gem as granted. Or they see that gem as just being a part of whatever they're in right now. But you, especially being fixed on your own way to think and communicate, you're gonna see that real quick. And also, you gotta be open, because sometimes when others say something about you, your personal interests, or something that triggers you as an Aquarius, that is the gem that you're gonna develop on yourself. You're gonna battle with that. You're gonna be fixed in that, just to come to the conclusion that that person is helping you without them even knowing they're helping you. But if you are not open to receive that, because that's complicated. It's not complicated. For me, it's not, but I can imagine somebody listening to my explanation and be like, oh, and for me it's like, am I speaking gibberish? Am I speaking too fast? Am I speaking Portuguese? Am I speaking English? You don't understand? Because it's like the gem, because it's fixed air, so your fixed thought is the gem, right? But if you are not open to receive that communication, you will not be able to create the gem out of your own process. If you have always the shield open, activated, and that person idea or opinion just bounce off, you will not be able to counter it, you'll not be able to perfect it, you'll not be able to add some individuality, you'll not be able to receive that spaceship and add some cool guns, add some cool engines, you'll just destroy it immediately. And you opposing that, Aquarius, is the gem. So it's not what they are saying necessarily is the gem, it's you processing it, you reacting it if you have the moon, you acting about it if you have the sun, you thinking about it, it's Aquarius, but you using your Mercury, or that process is the gem that you gotta be open to. You know what I'm saying? So, New Moon in Pisces, creating new ways to be open. New Moon in Pisces, fatal attracting Mercury in Aquarius, creating new ways to be open about yours and others, adding that mutability, fixed, unique, individual ideas, thoughts, ways to process, analyze, and be a part of reality, associations, structures, and organizations. New Moon in Pisces is also fatal attracting Jupiter in Aries, new ways or new feelings or new internal, mutable, scattered, or highly spiritual or highly inspired spaces about new experiences, about new expansions, about new but perhaps lonely, perhaps rough, perhaps nobody gonna understand me type of travels, or ways to obtain and share wisdom and knowledge, because basically Pisces plus Aries is Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Basically, this one is very weird, but it's true. Cancer plus Virgo, Aquarius. That's true, because I've known some Cancers, when some cardinal waters, when they are like sure, or when they're like satisfied, they don't care about others. They don't care about how others feel. They'll be like, fuck you, bro. I've created this feeling. I've created this vibe. And I'm gonna be on it. And that's so much Aquarius. No, I'm in my space and you're not gonna take me down. And then Virgo has the communication, has the courage, and has the consistency to add to that kind of rebellion, kind of rebel factor of Cancers, kind of rebel factor of cardinal water. Because if you think about it, some Cancers be rebelling. Everything is going on all right, they be rebelling against it because it's not their emotion, it's not their new feeling that is being the center stage. And that's when Cancers confuse themselves with Leos as well, because they think that their new emotions will take the center stage. No. You create a new emotion and feeling, then you fixate yourself in expressing it, and that's already a different thing, and that's Leo. When you fixate yourself in expressing it, or acting on it, or seeing it, or believing in it. But New Moon in Pisces, fatal attracting Saturn in Aquarius, new feelings and emotions, new ways to connect, associate, or get lost in feelings, emotions, dreams, and imaginations that have everything to do with your physical, mental, but mostly unique, individual, smart, and new structures, organizations, systems, or building methods, mentally or physically. Remember, Saturn is in Aquarius, 28 degrees by the way, it's in the cusp already. So it's what you have been building, mostly mentally, or through the internet, or through conversation, because then if it is more real or not, it will depend on which house is it going in your own chart. Then New moon in Pisces it is still sextiling Uranus in Taurus, so that's new opportunities to feel comfortable, feel lost, feel dreamy, or feel spiritual about new unique circumstances that allow you to be fixed on your own way, to have security, stability in your life, and receive some love, appreciation, validation, and profit, emotionally speaking and physically speaking. New moon in Pisces conjuncting Neptune, new, extreme, and grandiose dreams, illusions, imaginations, nightmares, fantasies, unicorns, and fairies as well. Keep in mind that some people's fantasy is reality. I usually say that it's better to be lost on your own la la land than to be lost in this reality. Laws, legislations, believing in science, believing in religion, believing in somebody else. Sometimes it's way better to be lost on your own la la land than to be lost on this reality. Sometimes, okay? Sometimes, not every time. Lastly but not least, new moon in Pisces, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn, new opportunities to heal or go deeper into your power and control issues or traumas that deal with creating new realities, creating new ways to be sufficient, efficient, stable, and profitable in your life, because it might not even be real. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be very real and you don't want to accept it. And you might... Bro, I had a thought, I just lost it. But it was like about you making a wound deeper than it was, because you are now bringing things out of that situation. You are now bringing feelings and emotions out of that circumstance and adding up to it, and it has nothing to do with it, but it feels like it. You know what I'm saying? It had something to do with that. All right. Dari in the chat saying true, laughing, having a good time. Hope you guys are having a good time. Drop that like button. Make sure that this content can reach more people, because we have to share the world right now. We have to share our world right now, and we have to change the world right now, because lately, bro, I've been, not consistently, but I've been in very strong spaces where I've been hating this world, man, and it's like, because I have Mars in Libra retrograde, I have a lot of air energies, I have Pisces South Node, I have Libra rising, so sometimes even though I have an Aquarius rising and I've been hating the world for a long time, sometimes I never double guess it, but sometimes I overthinking. No, not this time. I'm so sure, man. I'm so right, bro, because it's like some things are not right, bro. Some things are not right in this world. And it's not like, oh, because it's immoral. No, it's like it's more complicated than it needs to be. That's one thing. You could do this thing right now, but you gotta go through that person, and that person makes you go through that other and I'm talking about like real life situation. I'm talking about money, I'm talking about get your business going, I'm talking about people being real with you, people actually caring about themselves, because most people don't. Most people be watching videos about like spirituality and self-improvement for entertainment and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And most people, and that's not even the biggest problem or the thing I was battling. Most people that make videos, and that's the problem. Most people that make, not all people, there is some good examples right now, and I know who they are, but there is most people that I see, and I don't see everybody, so I can judge the whole world about it, right? But most people that I see, they make videos about spirituality and shit, first, that are not real, and second, it's so much for entertainment, bro. You know what I'm saying? It cannot be like that, or it cannot be just or most like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was fighting basically myself, right? But all about people supporting the wrong type of creators. People support, and it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, people don't supporting me. No, I see a case. I see various examples, right? And people choose people that are quote unquote soul group, not supporting other people that are quote unquote soul group, but they supporting celebrities. Bro, I can't handle that. I get furious when I see that. You know what I'm saying? Or like people supporting La La Land, people supporting spiritual, like coffee is bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Or bro, you can't consume this because it makes you, it doesn't allow you to dream. Like it was not specifically those things, but things like that. And I see people that people supporting that makes me a bit mad. You know what I'm saying? But not anymore. Not right now. Not right now. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm pretty chill. But I went through it, and that's why I'm pretty chill right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I came to the conclusion that first, it's not about me. It's not personal. It's not literally happening to me. So why should I care so much? But I realized, bro, there is a root square of that. There is a root. I'm just remembering right now. The root is, or one of the roots was, like, I was seeing a person reacting to a video about like hidden history or something like that, and that person was criticizing that video. And I'm not even personally, I don't believe what that video was saying, but it got me real not real, bro. I also have moon in Taurus, so when I say real mad, it's just an exaltation. You know what I'm saying? But I got mad because not of what they were reacting and what they're saying, but their mind state. And because I associated that mind state to a worldwide mind state, which kind of is, which they were like, bro, where is the evidence? These people just assume shit. Where is the evidence? And they be like scientifical and believing in politics, believing in the world. And I'm like, because that argument was like, oh, anybody can say that, anybody can write books and say it was true. And I was like, bro, I was imagining me conversating with them, and it's like, bro, where is your evidence? Oh, it's this book, it's this website. Bro, anybody could write the website, anybody could write the book, because what they be pointing out, those conspiracy theories, because those be the people that deny spirituality. Those be the people that deny themselves and deny people that see behind the veil, that see behind what is real. Those people, they be debunking spirituality with the same argument that debunks their logic. But they don't understand it, because if you're gonna ask for evidence about every single thing, you're gonna realize you can't be sure of any of those facts. That's why I ain't a scientist. That's why I ain't an astrologer. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a spirit. Because we don't study, we don't observe, we don't care about the outcome. We care about the reason, the why, the impact, the influence, and the meaning. That's what they miss. They miss the meaning. They be so... Bro, and I have an Aquarius stellium. I was the most scientific kid in my school. I was the most grown-up kid in my school. I was the most skeptical, always questioning. Bro, I remember a girl in my class, she asked me what love was, and I said love was a chemical interaction when I was like 10. You know what I'm saying? And I see these successful YouTubers, I see these grown-up people using the faulty logic that I was using as a fucking child. And that's why I know I'm on the right path. Because I know that any information I come across with, I'm already in a scientific state of mind. I'm already questioning. I'm already invested. Bro, I do that about myself. I do that about my decisions sometimes. Too much air. You know what I'm saying? True. And asking questions as well. as questioning the legitimacy of the events in those books is very important. If you want to learn more about this world, what really happened besides the kings winning. Yeah, and those people, they do not understand that history is written by the winners. And what is in the history books is not everything. And it makes me so mad because nobody literally in their comment section is like, bro, but if you ask for evidence about everything, you'll come to the conclusion that the history books can't be proven. The scientific, bro, science, the major science is theories that they cannot prove. How dumb do you need to be scientifical right now? And most scientists, they do not believe in science. Most scientists, they like somebody, like imagine I'm a scientist. If somebody comes up to me with a theory, I don't believe it. I question it. I test it myself. That's how most scientists do. Because back at the 2020, the serum, super soldier serum, Captain America, Marvel Cinematic Shots Studios, back at that time, it wasn't the real scientists forcing that on the people. It was the experts. Experts that I wouldn't be surprised that they didn't exist. It was just something written. You know what I'm saying? Because most scientists, they don't believe in science. Most scientists, they have inquiring minds. But then those people, like I had a friend like this. He believed in science, okay? But he knew studies. He didn't knew scientists. He knew facts. He didn't knew thought process. Because most scientists, they will be the first ones to debunk their own theories. If they come with new proof that debunk their theory, most scientists will do that. Because that's what they want. They want to know more about the fucking universe. And it is only a handful of scientists that oppose pseudoscience. And many times they will just make shit up to make the history of the past more alluring or dramatic. Yeah, and like most of those people, first they don't really know history. What they know about history is from their school years or what somebody told them. They don't know what the Holy War really means. They don't know what the Crusades really means. They don't know that conspiracy theory is a term made up by somebody else. Conspiracy theory is not real. And you have conspiracy theories that are made to look stupid, so when somebody comes up with new evidence, you label them as conspiracy theorists and you don't even think about it. Because you have to think about it. Somebody created that term. Why somebody will create a term that denies thinking, that denies questioning? Because I don't believe in conspiracy theories. I'm not on this channel you never heard a conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? The most conspiracy theory I've said is global warming is fake, and you can go to my channel and search that video, and what I say is the planet is warming up. That's a fact. In that regard, global warming is true. But when they blame the people, that's false. When they say that you gotta stop doing this to save the planet, or when you have to start doing that to save the planet, that's fake. Because they don't know that the climate of this planet is cyclical. Sometimes it's very hot, sometimes it's very cold, sometimes it's just chill. But it's not you, it's not we as a human race that do that, bro. Okay? And even if it were, it's not the Joe and Mo in the factory that decide to produce carbon shit. It's not Lisa and it's not Risa in the factory that decide to use plastic. It's the same people that tell you to stop using water to save the planet. It's the same people that do that, that take that decision. So shut your saving the world ass up, because the same people that are quote unquote killing the world, which they are not, we cannot kill this world. This world is way more powerful, it is way more bigger than you think, as in power, but it's the same people that tell you that you are killing the world. They are the ones doing the things that they blame on you. So wake the fuck up. It's not about global warming and we are getting hotter and animals are dying. Bro, I don't necessarily believe that dinosaurs got extinct through a meteorite, but that's not the point. The point is they got fucking extinct. Not just dinosaurs. Many times life got extinct. And now you are telling me to stop my life, to stop that from happening. That's so dumb. Basically you're saying, yo, you or us, now we need to go against the current of the world. Bro, animals and species dying, it's not bad. It's evolution, you dumbass. Right? When a group of spirits learn to create new forms, the old forms will eventually cease to exist. If that's not true, we'll have so many animals here now. Okay? And global warming and global cooling is the spirit of the earth changing as well. Like your spirit changes and your mind changes, Earth changes as well. So it's not humans causing global warming, you dumbass. Earth just changes on itself. Duh. Otherwise, I can't even think like them, dumbasses. If that wasn't true, there won't be a scientific method as steps in it as well. It's like asking anyone to stop questioning. That's indoctrination from the beginning. True. You know what I'm saying? Well, because these people, because it's like, I remember the video was about Tartaria and mud floods, which like, Tartaria is a trap. Tartaria is them, they want you to believe that once upon a time was a world, whole world order. Because the whole story of Tartaria is, oh, there was this ancient civilization and it was a whole world government. Bro, it wasn't. Bro, people can come together to clean the fucking street, to get the road fixed. How do you believe that there was a whole world order? And if it was, that was bad. If everybody was believing in the same God, everybody was believing in the same culture, that's bad, bro. Think about it. Why many people travel? It's actually kind of lost now sometime. But why most people travel? To see different cultures, to speak different languages, to see different perspectives. Now imagine, it's not even, I can't imagine it, but a whole world order is almost impossible. Okay? And the shadow government have been trying that for many, many times. And when they say, when somebody tells you, oh, there is this organization that controls the world, that's a lie. They do not control the whole world. Otherwise, they didn't need to go as further as they go to try and make you think that they control the world. They can't. So Tartaria is them getting you used to the idea, and they want you to believe that's great, that's advanced, that's awesome, a whole world order, and they were so advanced, and they were so this. That's what we need right now. No, it's not. Shut your ass up. Tartaria was not a whole world organization. That was not true, right? So the guy was like, where is the evidence for Tartaria? And I was like, bro, where is the evidence for the Holy Roman Empire? What is the evidence for the Malian Empire? It's in books that have perhaps more than 600 years old. How can you be sure that there was a Malian Empire? Huh? How can you be sure that Dom Afonso Henriques founded Portugal? Where is the evidence? In a fucking book? Oh, but wait! There is a book that talks about Tartaria! Ah! What is truth now? Huh? What is... You dumbass! You slap all of your chakras. Wake you the fuck up, bro. These people, those guys be dumb as hell. And be the dumbest people with the most followers. You better believe it. And that goes into the spiritual community as well. That goes into the subconscious community as well. Every time you see somebody getting a lot of viewers fast, because it's not about consistency. Everybody, you see somebody get a lot of attention, a lot of viewers fast, they being real relatable. They being real surface level. You know what I'm saying? But I got mad because their thought process was so faulty and they were joking, bro. They were dismissing somebody else's thought process. Who the hell? You are a YouTuber, boy! You are a fucking YouTuber. Who are you to judge somebody else's perspective of reality? You are a fucking YouTuber. Go play video games. You are a YouTuber. You're not even a scientist. You're not a spiritualist. You're not an astrologer tarot reader. You don't even came up with your own idea. Okay, Tartaria, I don't believe in Tartaria. Okay. But you don't listen to me shaming on people that do. So if Tartaria is false, you tell me, little YouTuber, you tell me the true history of the world then. You tell me now. What is it? Why do we have governments? Why do we have kings and peasants? Why do we have slaves? Why do we still have slaves? Qatar World Cup 2022, slaves, stadiums built by slaves. Why do you have 1% of the population way richer than everybody else? Tell me why, fucking YouTuber. Tell me why. You can't because you don't know shit. Okay, so go back to do your reactions about your fucking videos because you don't have content. If others didn't make videos, what would you react about? Nothing. So shut your ass up, create your own content, come up with your own theories, then we can talk. Don't debunk somebody else's theory when you don't have shit to say. Remain quiet. Silent. Nobody wants to know what you have to say. And it's not because you have likes, it's not because you have views, that means you are right. No, that just means there is more clowns in the world than you, bitch. And that's all I have to say, bro. That's exactly what I wanted to say. That's exactly what I want to say. Bro, these guys be like, oh, you don't believe what we learn in school? What a dumbass. What is the evidence? Bro, what have you to say? How do you explain the precarious situation of the world right now? Tartaria was just what people used to call Asia. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what is Tartaria. What matters is how that person in specific was reacting to somebody presenting them Tartaria. You know what I'm saying? Because, and you know what channel, they was reacting to Mind Unveiled. We watch some of them videos, we don't believe in it, but I like how they think. I like how they present information. I don't believe what they say, but I like, okay? And the thing is, I never saw Mind Unveiled criticize somebody else's idea. I never saw them calling other people dumb. Never. And then it was that guy, Moist Critical or whatever. He was reacting and making fun of them. I never saw him come up with his own idea. I never saw him coming up with his own theory. Bro, because I can't do that. I can't go and criticize somebody else's idea just because and laugh about it. How can you do that? That's so like stupid, man. I was about to say demonic, but not even. That's so stupid, bro. That's so fucking stupid, man. They believe in something different. Oh, they're so stupid. Where is the evidence? Where is your evidence? Oh, I can hear them type on Google. I can hear them going to Wikipedia. How do you prove that's real? Oh, because somebody wrote about it. Bro, somebody wrote about Tartario, dumbass. Duh. Dumbass, bitch. Bro, I don't believe that people have so many followers and subscription and they make a whole bunch of money. How is that possible, bro? How is that possible? How is that possible? I don't understand. I know the YouTube be messing up with the numbers. I know that, but that's not enough, bro. That's not. YouTube can't mess up with the money. YouTube can mess up. That guy be receiving money from people. And I'm like, what? What? You know, there is no way around, because you cannot prove everything. You cannot call for evidence about everything. Yeah, last time I checked, you can update a Wikipedia, so they can use that as well. True, anybody can go Wikipedia. Anybody can write a Google document, you know. And even things that they teach in university, if you go and ask them for evidence, they're gonna say, "Oh, somebody wrote a book in the 15th century." But somebody wrote a book about Atlantis. Somebody wrote a book about the Hall of the Dead, or the Book of the Dead, or the Hall of Amenti. That's not real, that's metaphor. Somebody wrote the fucking Bible. Is that evidence that God exists? You dumbass. Oh, that's why people in this world ain't shit, bro. And bro, me having Aquarius Stellium, that's one of my roles. That's one of my mission. Make sure you feel as dumb as you can, because that's what you are. Because growing up, so not many times, but sometimes I convinced myself I was hurting others by calling them dumb. No, I was just being real. And that's one of my missions, and not even the most important, is to make you too much realistic asses, lost in reality, not knowing how to think about yourselves. It's to make you feel as dumb as you are. The moment someone tries to talk about stuff like that and base their info of a book, I go silent and get annoyed too, because they are not, because they want to prove the fact, but they're not proving the reason, the meaning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just do gaming videos. I don't know. Why are you reacting about conspiracy theories? Go do gaming. Go do gaming. Go talk about celebrities. Go talk. I don't know. Who are you to question reality? Who are you to question history? Like I'm an astrologer. I'm a spiritualist. I talk about they, and I don't be talking shit about others. So shut your ass up and grow up. That's all I have to say. Grow up. You know what I'm saying? Because what's really important is right now. What's really important is what can you do right now. What's really important is, can you change the fact that 1% has all the money in the world? If not, shut your ass up. Can you change the fact and bring the power back to the people? Like in entertainment, business. Can you change the fact and make people create their own soccer and football leagues? If you cannot, shut up. Yeah, most time they aren't even trying to go by facts. They are going by what most people agree with. And then they go and hate on Nazis while acting like indoctrination. Yeah, like Nazis. Yeah, they hate on Nazis while acting like Nazis, mentally speaking. So, with that all of the way, because in reality that's not even important, let's go. Tarot reading for the new moon in Pisces. Bro, I can't understand. Sometimes, because I don't hate the world. I love this world. I hate the people in this world. I hate the... I, I don't even necessarily hate the government. Because most governments are not bad. Most governments, they only can do what people allow them to do. So, let's go. Love your rants. Thank you, thank you. Always some real shit. That's true. That's true. Bro, I would love to be in a conversation with that guy. And I will not attack him. Oh, bro. Because that's the best I've learned to do, is not attack that person. I just ask them, like, can you prove me your theory? Hold on. You don't have a theory, right? Oh, can you prove me you right? No, you ain't shit. You got ain't shit to prove. So guess what? Chat's over. Bye. Gotta do some readings today. Gotta be live on Twitch. Gotta be live on YouTube. God damn it. And they laugh about others' opinions. Bro, look at me. I'm not laughing at that guy's opinion. I'm criticizing. I'm building an argument. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing about it. Message him on Twitter or email. No, because I don't have a point. Or he's the point. And I don't want to go about him. You know what I'm saying? He did not hurt my feelings. He did not hurt my theory. He did not hurt what I believe in. Even if he was speaking shit about astrology. It's so easy. You go outside, there is the sun, there is the moon, you have the seasons, you have 12 months, 12 signs, 12 things on your clock. Bro, I don't believe in astrology. You use a fucking clock. How do you think somebody came up with the concept of clock? Oh, they were studying atoms back in 1100. You dumb bitch. Oh, we have... oh, I feel different in the summer. I feel different. That's a transition. That's astrology. Oh, I don't believe in astrology. That makes no sense. Do you make sense? Do your feelings make sense? Do your lower animalistic natures make sense? No, that's why me, Dolo the Pilot Man, Daria are here. To make that make sense clear as day. We are the new dawn. Because the Masons, they have this allegory of the new dawn of mankind. That's me. That's Daria, that's Dolo. We are bringing the new light to the darkness, to the fear, to not knowing. Bro, I hate when people be like, I don't know, let's live my life. Bitch, what the fuck you have to know? You must know. If you don't know, I'ma tell you until your ears fall off. Air sign energy. It's like saying I don't believe in season. You don't need to, and it will happen anyway. That's the strongest argument you can say. I don't believe in astrology. Then explain me the seasons, and you be like, you know what? You don't need to believe it. It just happens every day. People die more on the full moon. Animals go crazy on the full moon. People more internal. People spend more time inside in the new moon. Not a lot of shit happen in the new moon. Why? I don't know. Shut your ass up then. If you don't know, you don't have the right to say, I don't believe in astrology. You don't know. You don't have the inquiring ability to have an opinion. So shut up. Ah, yeah. There was one friend of mine in school. He would suddenly get these rage attacks, and he'll be like, and then he will be punching the table. And actually, I relate with him because he will be like that against people or towards people, especially girls, because he was like always about the girls, and girls would be flanked out, and he'll be like, why you like this? You know, that was very funny. But new moon in Aries, new moon in Pisces, for all the Aries out there. You got Two of Swords, so you're manifesting new relationships, and you should be focusing in feeding, allowing, and manifesting new and logical, rational, and intellectual conversations, relationships, and sharing of informations. Let's go. Card for Taurus, third Taurus. Oh, let's go. Card. No, no, it's a bit of scatterness. We don't want that. Card for Taurus on this new moon in Pisces. You guys a bit too fixed, Taurus. You guys a bit too fixed, a bit too much internal. You gotta open up. It's mutable water, guys. You gotta open up. Let's go. Nine of Cups. See, Taurus, Nine of Cups. You have the opportunity to elevate your dreams and illusions, emotions and feelings. And be careful, because you can elevate some dreams and illusions that are not for you, and that can perturb your sense of security and stability. But you can elevate your feelings and emotions. You can elevate your emotional state, and that's how Taurus manifest, when you already feel like royalty before you have the physical representation of royalty. Let's go. Geminis. Taurus, but Taurus, like, you guys very fixed, but once you reach that point, you're gonna be all in, you're gonna be straight. Gemini. Gemini, Seven of Swords. You manifesting situations or the need to separate from old thoughts, old ideas, old mental process, old relationships, and old conversations. And you gotta go into those new mental spaces, new conversations, new relationships, or new ways to feel, or new ways to connect, new ways to be more open and emotional in a logical way. Like, you be emotional, but you show that in a more logical, more intelligent, more realistic way. Cardinal Water, Cancer. Let's go. Card for you in this new moon in Pisces. Let's go. Cancers, reversed Saturn, reversed the world. So you guys are manifesting a lot. You guys can manifest anything you want. You guys can manifest a lot of limits as well, a lot of boundaries. You can manifest more relationships that you more responsibilities that you necessarily need to. That's why it's reversed, because you are misunderstanding your gift, you are misunderstanding your power, you are misunderstanding the situation, you're misunderstanding this transit. So you are misunderstanding the world, basically. You are misunderstanding your reality, so you can manifest real scenarios, responsibilities, and relationships that misunderstand you, your dreams, and illusions. Let's go to Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Oh, Leo's reversed Wheel of Fortune. That's so interesting. Cancer's got reversed Saturn and Leo's got reversed Jupiter. You know, they are the outer planets that we can feel completely. It's Leo and Saturn, the bigger planets. So Leos, you are misunderstanding the spiritual realm. You are misunderstanding the opportunities that you have to expand, the opportunities that you have to travel. You are misunderstanding where you are creating wisdom, knowledge. You are misunderstanding the spirituality behind your relationships. You are misunderstanding the meanings, or you are being misunderstood by your relationships when it comes to your spirituality, your belief system, and your I got lost here. There you go. You can be misunderstanding and be misunderstood by the things you love, your relationships, and yourself when it comes to spirituality, unique experiences, new experiences, and the ability to create spaces for yourself. So you might be creating a lot of spaces that do not serve you, but you got the ability to create spaces right now. Let's go. Virgos opposing this new moon in Pisces. What card we have for you? For right now, not for tomorrow, not for the next month, for right now. Because let me tell you something, no astrologer, no tarot reader, no spiritualist can and should try to predict the future, because you make the future, so you can predict it, you just make it. Virgo's got judgment, Pluto, so you are judging yourself, people around you judging yourself, but in new ways, in ways that you are not used to, because people now gonna be more spiritual, more emotional, less practical, less efficient, less stable. So they're gonna judge you on that, and you might be judging them too harsh. You might be just like that guy I was talking about. You are so realistic that you stupid. You want to make so much sense, but you're making no sense, because you do not understand the spirit. You do not understand the force behind the motion. You do not understand the reason and meaning behind things. That's why you're judging yourself too harshly, and you might be destroying, transforming, and putting things into darkness just because you're judging them on a completely wrong basis. Virgo, Libra, Sun, Leo. Virgo, Libra, Sun, Leo, Moon, Pisces, Aries, Ascendant. All right, yeah. When I say this is for Leos, this is for Virgos, it's for all the planets that have that influence. Like, this is for Libras right now. If you have the Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising, Libra Venus, or Libra Saturn, because Saturn is exalted in Libra, this card is for you. Actually, I forgot to say that. Let's go. And for Libras, we have Two of Wands. Libras, you can be yourselves, you can be relatable, you can be conversating, you can be engaging, but you gotta be real. Real as in spirituality, as in making sense out of your feelings, making sense out of your imaginations. Have a place to drive those imaginations, have a place to build something using those visions, using that creativity. You can also be relating and conversating about your feelings, your visions, your spirituality, or you can just be relating a lot of lostness. You might be not looking for real sense, you might just be looking for a place to share things instead of reaching real conclusions and making real chances. But if you're a real Libra, you're gonna have spiritual, realistic, and conversations, and you're gonna see the real light, the real desires, aka the real purpose. But yeah, it's conversations about spirituality, creativity, feelings, passion, exciting things, and being exalted. But you gotta make that real. You gotta make that come into a physical space. Let's go, Scorpios. If you have the Sun, the Moon, Rising, Mars, Pluto, or Uranus in Scorpio, this reading is for you. Ah, Scorpios, come on. Don't be so stuck. Open up a little bit. Scorpios, 5 of Wands, so you are connecting more emotionally, more deeply, or you're just connecting to your visions, to your creativity, to your passions, to your desires, to your spirituality, and to your morality and belief systems. And that was the of Wands. 5 of Wands. Yeah, because Uranus is exalted in Scorpio. Because a lot of changes, Uranus is a transformation. Pluto, which rules Scorpio, right? Co-rules. We can't feel it, it's too far away. Let's go, Sagittarius.